Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the counselor's office. Mr. Gaming Counselor. Scholars, that's a sleepy kitty. That's right, that's a sleepy baby kitty back there. That's right. This is the second video where I point out to my kitty cat because she's adorable. That's right. It's a sleepy kitty. Anyways, hey, how you doing? Come here often. Scholars, I didn't forget. I'm doing better. I just want to make a public apology for everyone out there who expects me to say scholars, call you scholars. I'm sorry. I've been laying you down. Don't worry. I promise I'm going to do better in life. I'm going to be a better person, better man, a better pet owner, and I will make sure. I promise, Tesla. I promise. She's asleep. She knows I mean it. I'll make sure to call you scholars. Okay, I don't know what that intro is, but we're a minute in. Anyways, if it's not a day that doesn't end with Y, then it's definitely not a day, because we're another day of some drama with Bungie. It was announced to celebrate 2 years of Lightfall, which honestly was a dumpster fire, and I think we all like to forget it because it was probably one of the most miserable experiences and one of the most miserable years of Destiny history. And that's saying a lot, because we went through Curse of Osiris. I think I enjoyed Warmind at least better than the year of Lightfall. My God. Anyways, new leadership wanted it to fail. Former Bungie community manager says Lightfall had so many elements that could have been monumental had the teams been properly supported. Oh boy, okay. Former Bungie community Leon Rupert. I can't take her serious. I have to be very fair here. This is also the woman that went out of her way to say that she was being bribed like something $1 million or something like that, not to talk, and she denied it. And so I find it very hard to take her seriously, but for the sake of the video, we're gonna continue on. Claims that Bungie leadership wanted Destiny 2 Lightfall expansion to fail, raising questions about what went wrong behind the scenes. When Destiny 2 Lightfall expansion launched in February 23, it was met with disappointment from both players and critics. Many called it one of the weakest expansions in the game's history. It's probably the worst that we've ever had. I would say, even though Curse of Osiris, like honestly, it was pretty bad, like in content wise. The campaign was probably the best part of it, and everything about Lightfall was bad. So many called it one of the weakest, criticizing its messy story, underwhelming villain. Yeah, it was. We thought we were going to get the villain as in the Witness and actually get an explanation and the build up to it. Imagine like the Infinity War, except instead of Thanos showing up, it was just his three little stooges the entire time. That was it. The Three Stooges. That's pretty much what Callus was. It was the Three Stooges, and Thanos was just non-existent. Thanos never did the snap until like the end, which is pretty fair to what happened in Infinity War. But Thanos had a lot of character development also in that movie. The Witness did not. It was just a dude that showed up, knocked on your door, and then finger blasted the Traveler, and you're like, whoa. When Destiny 2's Lightfall expansion launched, and okay, we talked about that, the backlash didn't just hurt Bungie's reputation, it also hit the company's wallet hard, which is why if you ever want to criticize Bungie and you make a stand and don't buy the crap, it does hurt. It does damage both the reputation and the wallets. Reports surfaced that Destiny 2 missed Bungie's revenue target by nearly 50%, following a sharp decline in player numbers in the months after launch. Which, if you look currently, you see that the trending line, let's see, where you see that we meet the same expectations. Yeah. The final shape, and then we're just declining. Like, it's pretty bad, and it's not good. This is the high. Just pitiful. Pitiful. Did I say that 23? No, I said that was Lightfall. Sorry. This was Lightfall right here. Where this was the final shape. Which is pretty good considering like the finale. Though you would think the finale would have more than Lightfall, but that's how bad Lightfall was. It hurt the final shape sales dramatically. Let's see. Following the sharp decline in player numbers the months after launch, which layer contributed to mass layoffs affecting around 100 employees, including longtime developers. I think this is also kind of like it's putting a lot of burden on the players, saying it's the players' fault indirectly. It's also the fact that Bungie overspent. They hired too many people. They overspent. They've had so many different incubation projects. They had a lot that they did, and because they did so bad and so poorly in sales the year of Lightfall, it pretty much had a domino effect where all these different incubation projects had to shut down, and all these extra people that got hired got fired. And I say extra people, it's also longtime developers and people who've been a part of the company for a while also got kicked out. The poor reception and financial struggles were obvious. What wasn't clear until now was the internal challenges that may have played a role in Lightfall's failure. On Lightfall's second anniversary, former Bungie community manager Lee Rupert responded to a post on Twitter with a surprising claim. Rupert, who was laid off in Bungie's October 23 job cuts, revealed that Bungie's leadership wanted Lightfall to fail. I don't know why they want it to fail, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was true. Sucks the leadership wanted to fail. There were so many elements of Lightfall that could have been monumental had the team properly supported it. It would have been cool if Lightfall was truly the Infinity War to the Avengers Endgame, but it wasn't. She wrote, still proud of everyone a part of it. Swinging around like a maniac, Titans Spider-Man is still S tier. And I do agree. I think Strand was probably the only part of that entire expansion that was good. While Rupert didn't elaborate further, her statement suggests potential conflicts between Bungie leadership and development team during Lightfall's production, or potential rush. If leadership wasn't fully backed the project or failed to provide the necessary resources, it could explain why the expansion felt incomplete and why many players were let down. So I thought there was more going on here, but apparently that I have to be fair. I've got to be very objective here. This article is pulling from Strand. See what I did there? It's pulling from strands. If this is the only thing that she said, then that's not really giving us like detail. It just says that they weren't supported. That's it. Now, I would like to know why they want it to fail. Like, you can't just drop that nugget saying, yeah, leadership wanted it to fail, but like, why? Why would they want it to fail? Why? And what's funny is it felt like maybe if it didn't fail, Lightfall would have been received, automatically. The final shape would have been received pretty well without all the changes that they did last minute to try to make people actually want to buy it. Which the fact that they delayed the final shape because it was so unwanted by the community at that point tells me that there was a lot going on in the background. And yes, laying off of like 220 people will do that, but it felt like there was a lot more going on. And so maybe she's right. Maybe someone in leadership, because it doesn't say all leadership, it just says that leadership. So maybe someone in the position did want it to fail. I don't know what kind of gain you get out of that. I don't know. We're theory crafting something that we have no real context other than just someone who was fired, who really could just be pulling stuff out her butt for all we know. This isn't the first time Rupert shared behind the scene details from her time at Bungie. She previously spoke about the workplace crunch during development of the final shape, as well as developers' unfulfilled ambitions for a Destiny 2 player housing system. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. This, it feels like a nothing burger to me. I mean, not nothing burger, but one, you're talking about a community manager that has often said things that make you question whether you should believe her or not. And the second thing, you're leaving it very like generic. They want it to fail, but then it doesn't go into any detail at all. It doesn't give like a wink wink other than the resources. They didn't provide resources to support. I mean, I don't know if the statement she made is like she actually means they want it to fail, or their incompetence as leaders set it up for failure. I don't know. We could theory craft this entire time. Let's see what the comment section says. I keep forgetting to always check these. No disrespect at all, but the CM in question typically posts something in wild, obscure context and no evidence on a monthly basis. Definitely taking this one for great. Yes, there we go. Very true. Which I got to see what people are saying about this. Come on, folks. I'm not arguing that Lightfall was good. It was mid at best. I'm saying that it feels a bit odd that Bungie's obviously money hungry, would purposely want it to fail when their wallets depend on it, which is my train of thought. Lightfall was better than the final shape, bro. Ew. This is certainly a take of takes. Retain more players over its lifetime. I think because Lightfall was such a dumpster fire, it caused people not like. Here's the thing: if Lightfall was good enough to retain players, then they would have stayed for the final shape. Anyways, we literally knew that the execs were holding the game back from its true potential. How is this being considered a lie? Be aware of delivery you're creating. You're not understanding the different perspective, potential bad leadership decisions versus leaderships wanting the game to purposely fail. Exactly. There's a difference of incompetence and sabotage. Yeah, but the claim she's making here is absolutely nothing new. We've known from many Bungie employees and many sources for several years that the game is bad because higher-ups are ruining it. Lena is also a good person, so I think this claim is trustworthy. Different perspective. I don't think anyone's arguing the leadership has made some bad choices, but to say they are purposely wanting to fail seems odd, especially when they're money-hungry wallets. I agree with the J-Man. Listen, I think even though like it's easy to get on the bandwagon of Bungie bad, and I also think it's giving them credit that you know what's funny is I think it's giving Bungie too much credit that they intentionally want Lightfall to fail. I think it's really just because they're incompetent. Like we're trying to big brain 2000 IQ. Bungie made Lightfall intentionally bad so it would fail. No, I think they just are incompetent, and this just so happened to be the outcome. Again, let's not give them more leeway than they deserve. The amount of drama this company constantly has is absurd. I agree that leadership at Bungie has done several severe harm to Destiny's future, but Lena Ripper's a salty employee that was laid off. I don't believe she would speak about it in good faith, which is also true. But I mean, I would say if I worked for Bungie and I kept my mouth shut because it's my job, but as soon as I get kicked out the door the way she did, I would be saying every little dirty little thing about the company, like screw you, everything within my legal rights. I'm slowly getting to the point where I would say Lena is the John Bolton of the Bungie community managers. Who's John Bolton? And I'm not joking. Is that like, I don't know. As the average player of no game dev experience, I had thoughts that some elements were not delivered in that release, like the skimmer, all-star vector, some maps. Okay. Every chance she gets, she pushes her own perspectives as if it's the absolute truth inside the company. I would take anything Lena Rupert claims about Bungie with a huge grain of salt. She's basically made a career of ever more bizarre claims of working for Bungie. RSC, she claimed Bungie tried to buy her silence with 67 million. Oh, that's right. That's right. She did do that. Pretends to be shocked. The article's clickbait trash. No information about anything. Just a former employee X posting. Yeah, if you stuck around for this video, just know that I got baited too. That's why we're looking at the comment section to see what people talk about, because I feel like the content is right here. I'm sorry. I guess I need to just start reading these articles ahead of time. I like the genuine reaction to some of these articles, but If I had known it was just based off one singular tweet and that was it, I thought we had some actual like juicy details, but it's literally based off on a tweet. So I'm sorry. Quotes from the biggest clown in the industry. No thanks. No one cares about what she said. I smell bullcrap. Leah Rupert, the one who said devices are fine. Yeah, I'm not taking this seriously. I did myself a huge service and uninstalled this crap. I don't have a second live service job anymore, and it feels fantastic. Go F yourself, Bungie. He's defending his mess up. Worst new character design and terrible way. What? Did everyone forget about this stuff? I don't think anyone forgot about that. Let's be honest. That will forever be a stain in Bungie's existence. That and sunsetting. Those are two things that will ever plague Bungie. Their reputation is shot. Like, I don't think anyone takes Bungie serious as a company or respects them. Like, whether you like Destiny or not, I think everyone sees Bungie as a crappy company and is an absolute joke. Like, no one likes Bungie. No one, except for the Bungie ball fondlers, obviously. But most people in the gaming community see Bungie as just a shitty company. And I would, and if I was an outsider looking in, I would be surprised. Like, I see the way I can equate from maybe a different perspective is Bungie's the Ubisoft. Like, I don't play a lot of Ubisoft games, but I know all the crap that's going on with Ubisoft, with like just all their bad choices and all the fumbles they made. Bungie is essentially the Ubisoft in that situation, where I'm not actively engaged 100% in that community under Ubisoft. So people who aren't actively engaged under Destiny all the time are looking at Bungie and the world that Bungie lives in, and they're wondering, how have you not shut down yet? I'll leave that there. She's very salty. I'm a little confused on this one. As a community manager, you don't have access to development information. You literally work with marketing and public relations team if the company ever has them, which you could be interacting with the devs and hear from them. But yeah, Pete Parsons with Emperor Palpatine voice. Yes. Put hidden power cap on Nimuna. Make all guns feel like water pistols. Put champions. That's not how Palpatine sounds like. I don't know where this came from. Put champions in normal season activities. Blueberries would have them. Make the story as cringe as you can. Yes, I want this to fail and earn less money. Oh no, that is not Palpatine. I think I downloaded the wrong movie. The returns. Sorry, it's not Star Wars. It's Return of the Sanchez. Return of the Sanchez. I'm sorry, that was really stupid. If you made it to the ending, have a good one. I'm done. I can't take this serious. Yeah, I mean, again, we got baited. I got baited by a stupid article. But it is an interesting conversation piece, since I've seen more people glazing the Lightfall campaign recently, and I'm like, you what? Did we forget how bad that year was? I guess with the final shape was a banger, but the rest of the content has been just bad. So I guess it's easy to forget how bad the Lightfall was, because Lightfall was actually really bad. Like, there was some grain of like highlights that really were okay, but it was really bad. Until next time, hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time, bye-bye, huzzah, bye-bye. Return of the Sun.